Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. So, we are ready to continue on. Just got to figure out how to navigate this. Looks like we might be able to jump from here. Just got to be very bloody careful. That said, maybe we do want to go down at some point because there seems to be items down here. Is there a way back up? That's what I need to... Yeah, okay, there's... We can go back to the start there. Okay, at least I bunced it a bit, so I didn't just die. I'm a bit too early on the backstab then. Needed to be like a meter closer. And there's one up above, is there? Another swollen grape. I'm guessing these are probably using those recipes that we've found, most likely. I'm not going to be using them here. I mean, obviously, like, why would you use stuff that causes like madness and frenzy and that on enemies that are probably immune? And I bet I would put money on. Is it? You are damn right it is. Shortcut to the start. I think once I'm actually like done with the game, you know, it's like I am done. And we've kind of, you know, I've gone and pretty much got everything. Mind you, I think there's a few bosses still in the base game that I might have missed. I know that there's like a dragon in like that tornado ruin area that I just missed because it's apparently a really weird way that you have to go and summon them. Like have to just rest in a certain area or something. It's a bit weird, but whatever. Ooh, we were close that. Too close for my liking. Right, anyway. But yeah, I think once I'm done. Oh, they're worth coming down for. What might be worth doing, not on camera, but you know, just kind of off camera. Go on, fire one. Nailed it. But yeah, might be worth doing some like co-op and things, just going and helping other people out when we're still getting through it. And just, you know, obliterating bosses for runes. Just slowly but surely leveling up. I think there's like an arena as well now that you can go to if you're wanting to do PvP. You can see how my build actually goes up against other players. Because I'm curious, after having gone through the entire game and put this together, because I've not put my build together following some kind of guide. I've just kind of put it together, kind of feeling my way through it as I've gone through the game and just invested in what I felt was appropriate at the time. And I've tried to make it through without having to respec anything. Genuinely surprised I didn't take fall damage. Again, you know, just once again they put platforming into a game which, I mean, thank Christ you have a jump button now and you're not having to just like dodge roll across these things like a moron. But still, it's not suited toward platforming. Especially when they give you these short run-ups. Oh. How am I actually meant to get up there then? So I just kind of looked over and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I didn't realise that the ledge ended here and... Oh dear. Well, I had a horse. I'm guessing I can't summon the horse. Look carefully, item ahead. Yep, I'm aware of the item ahead. How do I get over? How do I? How do I get over there? Ah, okay, I see something. Okay, yep, I know that the door is there as a shortcut, but right. You can see the rails on the floor for those to be brought back to create a ledge for you to go on. So somewhere here is there's a lever. Somewhere here I don't see it up here. No, somewhere around there must be a lever. I noticed as well that above there's like another area in the rafters as well, so there might be a way to get up there, and maybe that's where the lever is. I don't know for certain. I'm gonna have a thorough look around here. And there does not appear to be one, okay. And is there anything else? Does this lead to a hidden passage? I'm getting very wary now of these portraits. But at least there's a rule to it in this place. I really hate the idea of hidden walls when there's no clue that there's a hidden wall there. I think there should be something like a crack in the wall. As much as I do love these, you know, from software games and that they fill it with secrets and things, I simultaneously understand that they're not perfect. And the way that they do bosses, not bosses, because I was looking at him then I was thinking of bosses. The way that they do secrets and some hidden stuff is awful, especially as well the way they do quests. Nanya's torch causes madness build-up. Torch, strike weapon. Interesting. They're one of those enemies that looks far worse than they actually are. They look painful and difficult. They actually just aren't. Now, are we meant to go up or down here? That's the question. Mind you, this just brings us out at the bottom. So I guess once you've, well, I was going to say, I guess once you've opened that up, it doesn't matter which way you go, but it does, because you want to be able to get up there to the item. Anyway, let us see what we can see. That won't work against the breath weapon. No, breath attack. Need to work on that timing. I'll not be the first to admit. I'm not going to be the first to admit that this shield is not a counter to sorcerers. It really isn't. It only works on like projectile-based spells. You have to time it right, and it doesn't do tons of damage. And the projectiles, when fired back, if they move, they'll kind of just miss and hit the scenery and things. But in spite of all that, I can certainly say one thing. Be all that as it may, they are actually pretty decent. That would be the boss, I'm guessing. I'm also thinking all the blood pools that were down there when we first entered are probably from that guy that runs down the corridor, that warrior person. Good jump. We'll sprint through. Right. Oh. Before we forget. My mimic grows ever stronger. I thought it were going to go into a cutscene then when it darkened. Don't stand in the doorway then.
The depths of your foolishness!
That wasn't the actual boss, was it?
Enough. I have endured more than enough.
Then just let it happen, pal. This is going to be bad.
Forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
Oh. Don't worry, I've not edited this in post or something and censored it. No, they've done that on their part. Apparently there's a line even FromSoft won't cross. Is he going to be hitting us with his head on a stick? So we died summoning. Right. He's going to be all about these just repeated bombardment attacks then. From the looks of things. Normally I'd wait to get in there before using these because they can affect my mimic as well. Right. I guess we probably will want fire protection, won't we?
Of your foolishness!
So I was right last time when I thought don't go near him. At least we'll use him to heal. Get that out of the way immediately. Ow. Oh, I got him hit on the back swing. Ow. Those delayed, like, sweeping attacks that he's doing. Kind of annoying. I think we're just going to end up tanking it. I think my mimic's got the right idea. Just keep smacking him with ow. No, don't swing. I wanted to two-hand it. Oh, he's dead. Call it a tie? Ooh, that is a lot of runes. Hello, runes. Immediate level up. And we will go back to endurance finally. Max equip load up by 1.4. Woo. Weak foot. I don't know, it seems to hit like a truck. Very much a glass cannon, I'd say. Not weak, but a glass cannon. He seemed. But it looked way worse than he was. I reckon if I got the, if I faced him a few times and I got used to his moveset, but it'd be a lot easier. Now, there is one thing left to do. Oh, is that really where we've been this whole time? Like, there's just... whatever. Anyway, we now at least know what's always been here at this part of the game here. Right. I don't think you can go around this and see what's behind. Even though it looks like on the map you can. I'll try it to be sure. Maybe I was wrong. Ow. Yeah, as expected, nothing here. Now, that said, there's one thing left in this area. I say this area. I actually don't know how to get to it safely from here. I know where to get to it from this church, so I'm gonna go from here because just directions are hard in this place. You know, if they were like cows, there'd definitely be a bunch of jokes in this about just mad cow disease spreading about, but unfortunately they're sheep, so I can't make the same comment. Right, so we want to go to where we first encountered. Oh, we might have to deal with these. Not that one. I got the big one. Right. I think it's just down here. Yeah, I want to say it's over here. And is this the one? Yes, it is. So we can actually, if we're careful about it, we can kill these things. And some of them, and by some I mean this one in particular, I'm going to have to go and see what that glowing is. It's probably just a skull. Not even worth picking up the broken runes. They're worth like 200 or something. Yeah, it's too bad. If it were like 2 grand, it'd be worth it, but nope. Right. So we can actually kill these if we're careful. And as I said, some of them, and by some I mean specifically this one, will offer us a item if we do that. So we need something with parry on it. So this shield, the Erdtree Great Shield, is going to give us the Golden Retaliation, which is kind of meh. These ones give us Strike, so most of the Great Shields actually give you Strike, which is just, you know, I mean, if I weren't two-handing that. Oh. Yeah, that's not doing it. Oh. Oh yeah, no skill there. I was looking up at the top there where it says Great Shield Strike. No, I guess it's a striking type weapon. But yeah, most of them give Shield Bash, basically, as a skill. So you can see a lot of these have Shield Bash as a skill. And that's kind of instead of a parry on the Great Shields, because they're a bit too big to parry with. So a lot of them, you'll do that, and you'll kind of just, you can do that into an oncoming attack, it'll parry it and deal some damage. But we need one of these which has an actual parry skill attached to it. So, and we probably want one that's a little bit faster, really, I guess. Probably want like a little buckler or something. I guess it doesn't really matter what we go with. We'll just I'll throw that on because it gives some blood loss build up. So we can now do a parry. We are near a stake, so we will respawn here. And they're going to see us. Then they're going to teleport. And we fail. We want to parry their attack. And this will take several attempts because I've not tried it before. Not only that, but I generally speaking don't parry. I've not been parrying the entirety of the game, and you can bet your ass that I am not exactly in practice. Anyway, we can recover our lost wounds. That's the problem. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Madness. Ah, we're not going to get out of that. As you can see though, it's parryable. If you parry them, so yeah, it's completely parryable. If you manage it, not only will the parry cause them to stagger and that, but it makes them, it doesn't just stun them, it makes them vulnerable, so you can actually finally attack back. Okay, we'll let that go back down a bit. He's going to come after me. The main issue is he's going to cause me to go mad in a second. So I'm going to want to get out of the way. And I pressed L1 instead of L2. Pressed it too early. But we're gonna keep trying. We want to do this because he will give us a unique item. The others I think just give us them swollen grapes. That's how you actually get them. So if you're wondering what a swollen grape is, I'm guessing that it's one of these guys' severed heads. Not so much a grape, is it? Anyway. Here it comes. So we want him to do that and do it quick. Come on, come on. We missed. I really wish I weren't doing it with this many runes on me. Anyway. We'll let him pass this time. Ah! I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. It's my fault as well. That time I at least hit the right button. I keep pressing L1 instead of L2 because I'm used to pressing block. I'm not used to using the shield's actual, you know, skill. So I'm not actually used to having to press that. I do wonder if you can actually, like, get a stealth hit on them. Yes. Don't let up. No. No. We need a sliver of additional damage. Right. We know where we can get a sliver of additional damage from as well. Right. Nope. Okay, this is good actually. That's refreshed our mana star. We're gonna get there. We will get there. Parry it, got to parry it. Come on, is it enough damage? Right, that was annoying, but if we get him again, which we didn't. Okay, let's change some of our equipment. I'm fairly certain we can mix this up a bit. Yeah, I'm fairly certain we can do this in such a way as to give ourselves an edge. Now, let's have a look. We do not need holy damage negation. We do not need physical damage negation. We do not need guarding ability. Non-physical damage, I think, will probably help here. Robustness, immunity, and focus. I don't think they help against madness resistance. Never mind. Going in. Go on. Didn't manage it. I've literally died next to the shrine though, so no issue. That's weird, they can see you all the way back here. You'd think that the little shrine thing had a bit... We died slightly ahead of it, didn't we? Typical. Typical. Right, what have we got? Vastly raises max HP. Is probably a good one. Anything that would boost damage. There's attack power after each crit after defeating an enemy. There's defense when HP is at max. There's attack when HP is at max. Poise, defense with higher equipment load. Fire attack that lowers damage negation, same there, impacts of headshots. I should definitely consider stuff like this as well. Potency of incantations. So I bet there's some stuff we could do there. Counter attacks unique to thrusting weapons, stamina reducing attacks against blockers, enhances charge attacks, chain attacks, guard counters. There's resistance to the last ailment suffered. We want that. So that will give us madness resistance. Maybe we go with attack power and HP as a... I tell you what about we try attack power after defeating an enemy? We can see the little icons in the top left. Then let's defeat an enemy. Is it permanent? Or is it temporary? 1452 is the damage we're dealing. 1544. 1452. This is why I don't use parry shields, because I parried then. It's like, nope, off a bit. Right, let's see. Yep, every single one a miss. Guard counters are so easy by comparison. So easy. Right. It's just down here now. Got my runes. Good, good, good. Right. You know what? If it doesn't seem to be working, then we can just put boost attack when HP is at max or something. I just figured since we were trailing back this way and we were going to go through those rats, we'd probably kill half a dozen before we got here, so we could use that to kind of power up on. That might help me, you know. And it did. There's the madness. There it is. I think we just managed to sneak an extra attack in this time, because I was just mashing the button like a madman. Right. Let's put that on. Let's put Great Shield. I'm actually going to improve incantations. We'll go with that for now. For a while. And obviously we'll be swapping this back. I should definitely consider Moore's charge, eh? We need, oh god, way more. Well, not way more strength, we're close. But goddamn, Moore's charge though might be a good gap closer. It could be a decent initiator. Mind you, this was hilarious. The one-eyed shield. I mean, that's tempting to just wield. Thing is, it's like the great shields here. All these are great shields, and they're ridiculously good. But this, even though these are all great shields and they weigh like 10 each, like the lightest one, the wooden one, weighs 8, but most weigh 10 and above. But the Erdtree is 13.5. It's a hefty shield, but even then, compared to, say, for example, the Vedegris or One-Eyed Shield, I mean, I would love to wield the One-Eyed Shield just because of how hilarious that is, because it's got a goddamn cannon out the front. I would love to wield that, but there is no way in hell that I am going to be able to actually wield that as well as everything else and all the heaviest armor, unless I probably put like another 20 skill points into endurance. My endurance, which is already utterly ridiculous. I could, but, and don't even get me started on Vedigris is here. Literally, like, the shield to end all shields. It's practically just immune to everything but holy, even though that said even holy and lightning, which it's resistant to, though they're its least resistant things, they are very goddamn resistant. And that guard boost is ridiculous. You are not going to get broken from that. But good luck carrying it. 28 weight. Moa must have been an absolute beast of a man. Like, that kind-natured dude who we told to go kill himself. Which sounds awful. I'm telling you, the alternate options in that quest is you tell him to get over it and then you have to kill him later. Or there's the other options are just you have to kill him. You can either have him do it himself or you murder him. So there's no good outcome. But the guy underneath that mask must have been an absolute beast of a man. For being able to carry all that crap. Anyway. That's it. Concluded. We have this entire area clear. We have... Was it up here? No, it was up here. The ruins of Ern. Not Ern, sorry. Unte. It's all clear pretty much. There is one thing we need to go to, because I thought it was the main path on the way down, and I thought the little down the river bit was just going to be a side bit. But there was like a area here, wasn't there? I think it had a cross that we need to go and look at. But we can do that next time. For now though, there's one thing we need to do before we call it, and that's to have a look at our treasure. So, yes, there's a remembrance. That'll be interesting, I bet. Madness in the vicinity increases attack power. Very useful if we want to pivot into a madness build, which we could, because madness requires faith and scales off of faith. So, yeah, by all means, we could straight up go full on madness build if we wanted to. We could pivot into it. Something we'll have to look about. I'd have to find a good weapon that I like. Which I think, did we actually pick up? I'm sure we found. Yeah, so there's this torch that could be interesting. I mean, madness build up 65, right? We also have the Frenzy Flame perfume bottles. The Maddening Hand. And there's the Barbed Staff Spear. Mind you, that's blood. Yeah, that's blood loss build up, isn't it? That's a bleeding weapon, and its special does that massive drill. Yeah, the special Yori's Inquisition. Is it Yori's or Joris? Usually when it's a name like that, it's usually pronounced as a Y. Like a Scandinavian type pronunciation of it, won't it? Where they pronounce all the Y's as, well, all the J's as Y's. Right, anyway, that's going to do it for now though. We'll clear this area up next time and then we'll head back into the keep. I'll see you then.